Hi everybody, welcome to Aimee Nolte Music. As you can see, this is my nice little live video on a Saturday, 1:00 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is what I usually shoot for. And I have a new little piece of art behind me I wanted to open up talking about. Hi everybody, good evening for some of you. I also wanted to start by talking a little bit rather than playing right off the bat, just to make sure that my sound is okay. So if you guys have comments about the sound just in the first minute, it would be great if you put them. Here's the piano. And you can hear my voice. And now I'm going to tell you about what's behind me, because I'm really excited about it. There's a nice man named Bill Wenzel who wrote to me after he watched my video about rootless voicings and my daughter Ella's game. So he wrote this nice email to me, and he said, Aimee, I love your video, but I'm not so keen to the pizza box idea. I don't know if you guys have seen the video, but Ella made a chart of all of her chords that she was working on, and they had the 251 is on the pizza box, so that's not so great. So Bill wrote to me and said that he owns a printing shop and that he made something. So he made this. It's amazing. It has all the 251s in all the keys. It says Ella's pianing game. It's just so cute and clever. And he made me one, and he made one for Ella. And she's got it on her wall in her room. And so in the description of this video, I'm going to give you a little link so that if you ever need anything from Bill, oh my gosh, you should see the packing job he did on this. It came to me in the hugest box with so many packing materials. My kids and I got out scissors and knives and stuff. It took us a while. Anyway, it was super safe and a really cool surprise. So thank you to Bill for that. How's the sound? Everything going well with the sound? All right, I think it's good. I'm gonna start with my first tune. Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw me back to you. You should have somehow realized what you had to do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your eyes is out. Sure, you heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads that lead you there are winding. And all the lights that light your way are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how, because maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. should have somehow realized what you had to do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads that lead you were winding, and all the lies that lie the way you're blinding. There are many things that I'd like to say to you, but I don't know how, because maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my Wonderwall. You're my Wonderwall. Well, there's that. John, are there connection problems? I see a lot of people being confused, but
I was offline for a bit, and then it came on. A couple other people said it was offline, like when you first started, but it's working now.
hopefully, I don't know if it's our problem or YouTube's problem, but hopefully we get it together. And I think it helps if you refresh your page. Did I see somebody write that?
Yeah.
Could help, could help. Thank you. I'm glad you guys like that. I actually have another video from a long time ago where I played that cover of Wonderwall. I like to play that one. I feel like it's something you can play in many different styles. Welcome, everybody. I did talk before about Bill, who wrote to me and said that he made a better chart for Ella's rootless dice for pianing game. I mean, it's slightly better, right? Than the pizza box with the Sharpie. Yeah, it's better. And it's beautiful. And it has a featured spot in today's live video. Thank you so much, Bill Wenzel. And if you want him to make you something, his link will be in the description after I'm all finished. You thought this was a tip jar? Somebody gave $10 just now?
There's like a sign that came up and says, I'd like you to give $10.
John just said that somebody gave a tip just now. I don't know if YouTube has a new feature, a tipping feature? It would be exciting, but I don't know about it. It's not moonshine, oh my gosh. Is there a text I would recommend for jazz theory? I almost always just recommend the Mark Levine jazz piano book because it's really the only book that I ever learned from. Oh, somebody just said I have a video about learning a song a week, but I didn't quite see the whole question. Did you see that, John?
Any tips for if you're doing it with a vocal, can you do it the same if you're singing?
Oh, that's a good question. I do have a video called A Tune a Week, and then some people like to say that that's tuna week, and next week will it be halibut week, and that's a great joke. But what I do is I tell you that it's a great idea, especially if you're a little bit more advanced. I don't think it's a great idea at the beginning so much. I think you probably need to spend like a month on tunes, but after you're a little bit more advanced, learning one tune per week is a good idea. And then I give you like an outline, and you can get it on my website. I think we just charge like $2.50 for it or something. It's just a list of what you're supposed to do every day. And I don't remember exactly what it is, but you can always tweak it for your instrument. So I kind of, pointed it at jazz piano players because one day we talk about voicings, rootless voicings. One day we talk about playing a bass line, different things like that. But I recommend for instrumentalists, you can play bass notes with long tones in order to memorize the changes. Like one day you can work on your long tones. Maybe the next day you can do arpeggios through the changes. You can do backwards arpeggios. You just invent your own little exercises, but something that's going to benefit you for every single day. So vocalists as well. I would say that listening should be a very important part. You should learn, maybe you could write down licks that you like from other people's solos that you'd like to use in your improvisation, write down a bunch of them. Sometimes I do that. I should make a video about this because I always preach it, but you can take a lick from Miles Davis, like say you're learning If I Were a Bell. You can take the first 4 bars from his solo, write them down, and then you go listen to somebody else's solo, like maybe even in the same recording, you listen to like Cannonball Adderley's solo, then you write down the four bars from his solo, and then you go to somebody else's recording and you write down their solo, 4 bars, 4 bars, 4 bars. Different people. For vocalists, that's an amazing idea, and then you learn to sing them, and then maybe take out Cannonball's, sing Miles's, and when it's Cannonball's turn, your turn, you add your own improvisation. You put on your play-along track. You gotta use your brains when you're coming up with ways to practice. There are infinity number of things that you can do as you practice. A tune a week. Should we do, is it better to learn licks from trumpet and sax? No, I don't think so, Anka. I do think that horn players can emote in a way that guitar players and piano players can't so much. But, so I do think a fair amount of learning from horn players is important, but I love the way that piano players and guitar players emote too, so you can learn from everybody. And let's not forget bass players and vibes players and all the other players, didgeridoo, whatever. You donated $10. Thank you, Anthony. So some way Anthony donated $10. It's so nice. I really appreciate that. And Scott, I just did recommend a book that teaches jazz theory. It's the Mark Levine Jazz Piano book. Even if you're not a piano player, I think that's a great book. Wow, it's a thing. Stephen B., thank you so much. Oh my gosh. You guys. Thank you. Well, let's play some more tunes. Are there any good requests, John?
Yeah.
And I didn't say it yet either. John is over here moderating and answering some of your questions if they're technical, like why isn't the connection good or whatever. He'll just say he doesn't know. But he's over here also writing down all of your questions and all of your requests, and then he'll give them to me.
So I'll read a few. What a Wonderful World, All the Things You Are, Taking a Chance on Love, Lady Bird, something like Principal.
Okay, those are good ones.
Your Imagination.
What was the first one you said?
What a Wonderful World.
What a Wonderful World? Yeah, let's do that. Oh, and then I like Little Sunflower. That would be a fun idea. And I also like No Apologies by Nirvana. Can you take a tiny note about those 3 songs, Little Sunflower and All Apologies? I think you wrote No Apologies. It's about all the apologies. Oh, and I got a new shirt. I ordered another shirt from myself. It's the Keep Calm and Freakin' Swing shirt, but it's like this cool slouchy kind of style with the little rolled sleeves, and I really like it. And you can also, if you ever want to buy a shirt from me or a hat, I have a cool new logo, and you can even get a trucker hat. I'm stoked about that, but you can do it on my website. Okay, What a Wonderful World. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and for you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day and the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Little Sunflower. if you're trying to learn to play modal tunes, this is a good second step after impressions or so what, I think. Right? Because instead of going to E flat minor for the bridge, it goes to E flat major. Sometimes I do it double time. Anyway, cool tune. I love Little Sunflower. I was playing it in D minor. Good request. And next, All Apologies. Great tune. Let's see.
Should I be? All apologies. What else should I say? Everyone is gay. And what else should I write? I don't have the right. What else should I be? All apologies. In the sun, I feel this one. In the sun, Mary. Buried, yeah, 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 yeah.
Cool tune. Can we talk about how cool the 90s were? Oh my gosh. Ushered in by Nirvana, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Pearl Jam, beginning of the 90s was like the end of the new wave era, the beginning of the grunge era. Such an exciting time. I love that. And plus, I was like 14 and 15, just like learning how awesome music was. I love, you give me any good 90s song, hopefully I know it and play it. In fact, I don't know if we want to, but we could make a theme of 90s today. That would be kind of fun. Except for I saw that my mom is on here and she requested Mrs. Brown, You've Got a Lovely Daughter, which is not from the 90s, but it's the Herman's Hermits, isn't it? Do you know the Herman's Hermits, Sean?
My dad liked them.
Your dad liked them, yeah. What is it about parents and the Herman's Hermits? They do the other one that I like better. She's marvelous, she's beautiful, she's fabulous, she's wonderful, and anyone can understand why. I'm waiting by the lamppost on the corner of the street in case a certain little lady comes by. There you go, Mom. I like that one better. Good, that was fun. Are there any other questions, John?
Questions. Somebody who's starting transcriptions.
For somebody who is starting transcriptions, how do they get started? That's a good question. I have to think about that for a second. You guys just hold on. No, I'm just kidding. You pick an easy one, first of all. He picked Mulgrew Miller. I don't know if that's a great idea. Mulgrew Miller is wonderful. I was just listening to an interview on Piano Jazz with him and Marion McPartland earlier this week. What a nice man and what a great player. But unless it's a very simple one, I would go with somebody other than Mulgrew. I always suggest Blues by Five, Miles Davis, because it starts like this. Right? So simple. That's a really good one to learn. And if I've got any of my students in here, they'll be going, yep, she told me to learn that one. I always do. I think it teaches a lot of important elements. How to be simple, how to be swinging, how to be memorable. And it's really easy to start. But you do need to understand how to write rhythms. So I do have a video called, what's it called? rhythms and Hamilton. I used the Broadway musical Hamilton to teach people how to write rhythms. And I was hoping that even like teenagers that love Hamilton would watch that video because of Hamilton, but it hasn't really happened. I think that's because that's not my fan base so much, teenagers that love Broadway. But my goal was that anybody, even people who are young, could watch that video and learn how to write rhythms from it. So watch that if you need a little help with your transcribing. And also, I can give you a Skype lesson. If you write to me, email me, anybody, you ever want a Skype lesson, Aimee Nolte at yahoo.com. There's some other good ones?
Questions or?
Whatever, John, what do you feel like having happen?
There's tons of requests.
Tons of requests? All right, can you read some of those?
Well,
You want to hear the Red Hot Chili Peppers? Give it away, give it away, give it away, give it away now.
somebody asked for a Radiohead song. There's Autumn Leaves, Love and Rose, Musette, My Romance.
Okay.
Report from Pearl Jam.
So lots of songs are, there's a few 90s songs, and then there are a lot of jazz songs too. We can do a little bit of both. How about that? We'll kind of mix them up. Yeah, how about Bluesette? Let's do Bluesette. Hey, you're welcome, Cameron.
Poor little sad little bluesette, don't you cry, don't you fret. You can bet one lovely day you're waking and your blues will be forsaken. One lucky day, lovely love will come your way.
I think I dropped a bar. That's a great tune. Always a little easier for me to keep track of that one if I have a bass player playing, or if I'm being very careful to play the bass line myself. I like that tune a lot. A lot of requests for bossa novas? Let's do So Dance or Samba.
So dance a samba, vai, 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 vai. So dance a samba, vai. So dance a samba, vai, 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 vai. So dance a samba, vai. Je danse no twist, j'étais demais. Je dansei, me cansei do calypso e cha-cha-cha. So dance a samba, vai, 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 vai. So dance a samba, vai.
I like that one too.
Asked, I'm about to start learning piano at age 18. Can I become very good?
Somebody asked, they're about to start learning jazz piano at age 18. Can they become very good? Yes, you totally can. I don't feel like I really started playing jazz piano until I was 18. And not that I'm very good, but I've seen many people that didn't start until they were around 18, and they're all doing wonderfully as long as they work hard and keep at it, you know. I do think it's important, though, if you aren't, like if you're going to start with jazz when you're 18, I think it's important to be able to play other kinds of music, too. I think, and I mean, it's always nice to be able to play some classical because that'll help you with fingering forever. It'll help you to make the right choices in how you move your hand. I also think it's important to know how to play some pop music and to start with songs that are easier, like the Beatles, Elvis, Coldplay, you know, people that write a song with only 4 chords or 5 chords or something, and you figure those out. Because when you start to figure jazz out, it's going to be a lot more difficult. And it's always, I used to think that maybe when I had kids, I would never even tell them that this was D minor. I would just show them right from the beginning that this was D minor. You know, with the 7 and with the 9, and then I would never show them that this is G7. I would just show them like different ways to play G7 as jazz voicings. But I didn't, that's not right. I've tried that. I've messed some people up probably, and it's not right. You need to learn things in root position. But I always thought that hindered me at first, that I learned to play in popular styles, because when I would see G7, I really wanted to play the G and the D, and I wasn't allowed to do that anymore when I got to college, because I always had a bass player, you know. But I do think it's important. Anyway, start with jazz and Elvis would be simple. Yeah, that's yeah, if you started with jazz, then Elvis would be really simple. Yes, Rick Beato will teach me how to show my kids how to have perfect pitch. You're right. Any others over here, John?
You want to play a song?
Uh-huh.
Somebody asked for Almost Like Being Above. There's T for 2.
Cool. There's some good ones. Let's do T for 2. Let's see.
Picture me upon your knee, just T for 2 and 2 for T. Me for you and you for me alone. Nobody near us to see us or hear us. No friends or relations on weekend vacations. We won't make it known that we own a telephone. Day will break and you'll awake. I'll start to make a sugar cake for you to take, for all your boys to see. We can raise a family, boy for you and a girl for me. Can you see how happy we can be?
Good tune. Good tune. I have definite Art Tatum influence in that tune, although not very well, but I've listened to it a lot. Mean to Me, that's a good one. Also it's C for me, I think.
Mean to me, why must you be mean to me? Gee, honey, it seems to me you love to see me crying. I don't know why I stay home each night when you say you'll phone. You don't, and I'm left alone, singing the blues and crying. You treat me coldly each day of the year. You always scold.
Oops, wrong.
You always scold me whenever somebody's near, dear. It must be great fun to be mean to me. You shouldn't, for can't you see what you mean to me?
Another request? Maybe something 90s. I said we're going to do that. Are there any? Sorry.
There was from before, Radiohead.
I'm afraid I can't think of anything except for Creep on the spot. Oh yeah, I could do that one too. Just Breathe?
Yeah, but that was
Just Breathe was 90s, wasn't it?
I thought that came out with that movie.
Maybe it was a cover. I don't remember. I didn't even know about Just Breathe, but that's a good tune. And Pearl Jam, Eddie Vedder sang the heck out of it. I'll try the Creep a little bit. You were here before. Couldn't look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You float like a feather in a beautiful world. You're so very special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What am I doing here? I don't belong here. And I'll do Just Breathe. I'm also thinking of doing a video this week, I think, about how to play piano in the style of a finger-picking guitar. I've already kind of done that, but in this style. Like that. Yes, I understand every life must end. Yes, I understand every life must end. I don't know the words. Yeah, I'm a lucky man to count on both hands the ones I love. Stay with me. Oh, let's just breathe. Maybe I need to get a little better at it. Yeah, I need to get a little better at it. I'll practice, then I'll make a video. Good tune, good tune.
More 90s stuff?
Yeah, a couple more 90s ones, why not?
Kiss from a Rose.
Kiss from a Rose. Mr. Jones from the Counting Crows. Okay, let's stop with those. I never was a big Seal fan, but Kiss from a Rose was a big song, wasn't it? Should I be a bigger Seal fan? Should I revisit Seal? It's kind of an interesting song. Somebody says meh. No, you shouldn't. Okay. Well, you can do anything with any song, though, right? Ooh, that's a good idea. You and me, we used to be together every day, together, always. I really feel that I'm losing my best friend. I can't believe this could be the end. I need to listen to more Elliott Smith. Sometimes I listen to him and I love him, and then I forget to like actually learn a song. But my friend Joshua Payne lives in Elliott Smith's old house. That's what made me get into Elliott Smith, because he was like, I live in his house. And so anyway, I started getting into it. But I wasn't into Elliott Smith in the 90s. I wish I was. All of Me by John Legend is a cool tune, but we might have to save it for 2010's day.
Something by you too.
Something by U2? I'll always play something by U2. They're my favorite band. With or Without You is a good idea.
See the storm set in your eyes, leave the thorn twist in your side, and I'll wait for you. Sleight of hand and twist of fate, on a bed of nails she makes me wait. And I'll wait without you, with or without you, with or without you. Oh,
Yeah, that Ross and Rachel moment.
oh,
What a moment. It's hard to do a U2 song justice because I don't have the Edge with me. Because the Edge plays with a fire in his soul. Doesn't he, John? He does. Fire in his soul. Somebody's asking for Imagine a lot of times, aren't they? Let's do it. I played that at my gig last night. John and the kids came to my gig last night because my oldest son, Miles, leaves for college today. Now you might be thinking, why am I not spending time with him? That's because he has a girlfriend. So these few hours are reserved for the girlfriend, but it's okay. They both came to dinner with us last night. And then they volunteered to take the kids home so that John could stay and watch the rest of my gig. And he sat at the table right next to me, which I always enjoy.
imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no country. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. in the world believe this one.
I'm sorry if the sound gets off. Oh, somebody said, what about Let 'Em In, as long as we're on the Paul McCartney? Well, it was John Lennon, but Paul McCartney, right? Yeah, that's a good song. I don't know if I've ever played it. Oh, and my shirt says, keep calm and freaking swing. It's from my video, How to Freaking Swing. And some cool guy wrote to me and made this image, and then I put it on a t-shirt in my shop. So you can get that on my website, AimeeNolte.com, if you want to. And then people might think that you're a swinger. It'll be a good conversation starter. Open the door and let 'em in. There's somebody knocking at the door. There's somebody ringing a bell. There's somebody knocking at the door. There's somebody ringing a bell. Do me a favor, open the door and let 'em in. Taco, somehow I don't think you mind the inappropriateness. It kind of sounds good without any piano, right? I like that song. That's a cool song. D minor, B flat. You think I don't know the chords to it? I'm offended. Are they the chords to it? I don't know. They might be. Maybe in another key, right? What was I singing in? Do me a favor, open the door and let 'em in. I like it because it's bouncy. There's somebody knocking on the door. There's somebody ringing the bell. There's somebody knocking on the door. There's somebody ringing the bell. Do me a favor, open the door and let 'em in. Yeah, that's a cool song. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Oh my word. All right, everybody, you're being so nice. Thank you so much for your sweet compliments and all of your questions, and I'm sorry I'm not getting to most of them. Oh, you always like George the best? I think he's the best looking, but I like all of those Beatles. I wish they were all still around. My daughter and I were talking the other day about what would have happened if John Lennon was still alive. What do you think he'd be doing today? I don't know that. It's crazy, right? Like the good ones, they just get taken from us, and then we never know. I like Patricia Barber. I've spent some time listening to Patricia Barber, and yeah, I think she's super talented. She's got a weekly spot at the Green Mill, right? John would be making more money if what? You can talk about how much money my husband makes? I don't think I've ever told you what he does for a living. Do you mind?
No.
He doesn't mind.
I'm sort of an activist for
For
communism.
what?
I think I'm an activist for communism.
I'm laughing because somebody wrote that he's an activist for communism. No, that's not the truth. John is he's a special education lawyer. So he went to school, UCLA Law School, and studied public interest law, and then he took a class called Special Education Law. And I'm not drinking, Taco, leave me alone, it's water. And then he just kind of fell in love with that field. So he represents kids with disabilities and is an advocate for them. So I'm proud of him all the time. It's a hard job. It's a good job for a level-headed fellow like John.
Okay.
What's next, John?
So what wants Stevie
Go
Wonder,
Bruins.
Superstition?
People want Stevie Wonder, Superstition. I don't know that I can pull off Superstition on the piano. I never do it. Maybe if I was at my Rhodes or my Korg, but also maybe if I listened to it for a second before I started. That's not one that I kind of like to just pull out. I Wish is a good one too. How does that one start? Can you look up the first lyric, John, on another tab? My nose itches. You guys have great requests. John typed in, I wish, and I wish I was a little bit taller came up, which is a good one too. Oh yeah. Let's see. Look, it's looking back on when I was a nappy-headed boy, little nappy-headed boy. I don't know what key to play it in. I know I don't have to do it, but I like that tune. Is it just that?
Looking back on when I was a little nappy-headed boy, then my only worry, what for Christmas, what would be my toy? Even though it sometimes,
No, that's not right.
even though it sometimes would not get a thing.
That's not right either.
Even
Where is it, you guys? I don't know. I gotta figure it out, but now I'm on the spot, so I might not do so well.
even though we sometimes would not get a thing, we were happy for the day that joy would bring. I wish those days could come back once more. I wish those days never had to go. I wish those days never come back once more. I wish those days never had to go. I love them so.
All right, it wasn't great, but we got the feel of it, didn't we? I think we did. E minor, A7, D sa, sa, sa. I know what you're talking about. It's too.
Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious?
Little low for me.
Less than 1 minute old. I never thought true love could be making one as lovely as she. So very lovely, made from love.
Oh, where was it? E minor? No, D minor. No, I can't remember. Oh my gosh. That's how you know it's been a long video, when I started to lose my mind a little bit. Aimee, the human jukebox? Nah. A little bit. Maybe a little bit. What mic am I using? That's a great question. Product placement? No, not really. I'm not really sponsored by these guys, but, oh, that would have been a better product placement, huh? Here, can you see? It's an American Audio VPS 80. And it's kind of American Audio's answer to the Shure SM58. And I like it, and it's blue. It's my favorite color, midnight blue. And my friend Brian works for the company, and he's just like been my friend forever. And when I got my YouTube channel, he said, Aimee, if I give you a microphone from our company, would you use it on your videos? And I was like, heck yes, I would, Brian. So I like it, and it sounds every bit as good as a Shure to me. Plus, it's pretty. Thanks for the question. Bittersweet Symphony, Natalia? That's a cool song. It's such a bittersweet symphony, it's like, right? Try to make ends meet. You make a little money, then you die. Thanks, John. I'm glad to hear him coming through crystal clear. I think I finally have like my mixer all set up exactly how it should be, and I took a picture of it, and every time I try to copy it. You're a slave to the money when you do YouTube. Oh my gosh, not yet. I'm not. Hopefully I can steer clear of that. yeah, I don't get a ton of that. Like, and this one's just my buddy Brian who wanted me to do him a favor, and then I do him a favor back. So that's kind of a lot of what it is. Like, sometimes people will write to me and ask me things like that, and if it's something that will help me and then I can help them, it just feels nice. Take on me. People are saying take on me. A little high.
Tugging away, da 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 da, do da 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 da, do 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 do. Take on me, take me on. I'll be gone in a day. Oh, things that you say.
It's kind of fun somehow. You can do a lot of things with a lot of songs, can't you? Can I make a video about scatting? Anka, I've made so many videos about scatting. Type my name, type scatting, it will come up and you will be able to see them. Let's do some more jazz tunes. I love the 80s and 90s nostalgia too. I love all the decades. Simon wants to know if I have any music of my own coming out. I don't feel like the time is quite right, Simon, but I'm thinking about it a lot. And I have a lot of tunes that I've written that are just about ready to go too, but yeah, not quite. Yeah, it was a Jazzy Totems Africa, Natalia, that's right. Thanks for the request. What are some of your favorite requests over there, John? I Fall in Love Too Easily, that's a great one. I was just listening to the live concert of Keith Jarrett in Japan, Tokyo, I think, playing I Fall in Love Too Easily with his trio. It was beautiful. I also listened to Keith Jarrett interview last night on the way to my gig, which was also wonderful, and it's only got 1.7K views. I can't believe that. Like, who doesn't go listen to a Keith Jarrett interview? It was when he won the National Endowment for the Arts Award in 2014, and they interviewed him. It's a great interview. Go watch that interview. Why doesn't Keith Jarrett get more love? I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine why that video doesn't have 1 million views. There aren't enough jazz fans in the world, I guess. But yeah, let's do that tune. What was it? I Fall in Love Too Easily. Let me think for a second.
Fall in love too easily.
Sorry, somebody made me laugh.
I fall in love too fast. I fall in love too terribly hard.
Don't try to make me laugh.
For love to ever last. My heart should be well schooled, 'cause it's been fooled in the past. But but still I fall in love too easily. I fall in love too fast.
Thanks, Renat. Thank you. No, Adam S., you get out of town. Somebody made me laugh. It was that crazy dude Taco again, because he said, "She can turn any song into a jazz song, you goober." I have no idea who this Taco guy is, but we've become close. John, we just got like 2 minutes. What should we do?
Play a nice song you want to play.
I should play a nice song that I want to play.
Somebody wants Sting Alive and Shape of My Heart.
Wait. Did you say Staying Alive?
Sting, The Shape of My Heart.
Sting, The Shape of My Heart.
A Randy Newman song.
A Randy Newman song.
Willie Nelson.
Those are good.
A-Train,
Willie Nelson? I love Willie Nelson. Let's. Somebody really wants Don't Know Why. All right. Okay, somebody's asking for Sting again. I don't know if I could play The Shape of My Heart. Okay, let's use the last 2 minutes and stretch it into 5 minutes, and I'll see the request myself coming up and play like 10 seconds of each song. Is that good? Is it better to play 10 seconds of each song or to play a whole song? I don't know. Whole song, 10 seconds. I'll go out on the last one. Okay. Whole song, 10 seconds. I'm getting both. Whole song, 10 seconds. Ooh, we've got both. Okay, so I'll try to play Shape of My Heart. I'll try to start with that, but I don't know if I know it well enough. I love it when I hear it. Shape of my heart. That's all I can think of. Well, how else does it go? Do you remember? I don't know. But that makes me think of the other Sting song that goes. This one's Fragile.
Despacito, despacito,
I do know it. And then let's do an Art Tatum-y Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. There's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. There was a boy, a very strange, enchanted boy. They say he wandered very far over land or sea. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arrive. Reaching out across the city, electric eyes are everywhere. Forget the words. If this town is just an apple, let me take a bite. If they say why, tell them it's just human nature. Why does it do me that way? Here's a little song I wrote. I'm gonna sing it note for note, so don't worry. Be happy. And let's see, how about crazy? I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy for feeling so blue. Kiss me all before you go. Summertime sadness. I just wanted you to know that, baby, no.
Something like that. Lana Del Rey, right? That was nice. And let's pick one to end on. How about that? Did I miss somebody? I missed a lot of people, but a lot of the ones that I've missed are songs that people have that requested a lot, and I've already played them a lot in other broadcasts. Stay? That one? Let's do that. Let's see.
You say I only hear what I want to.
Remember her? Lisa Loeb.
And you say I talk so all the time, so.
I like that one though.
And I felt what I felt was simple, and I thought that I don't belong. But now that I am leaving, now I know that I did something wrong, 'cause I miss you.
I'm not gonna play Semisonic. I'm not gonna play Better Than Ezra. I'm not gonna play Third Eye Behind. I just reserved a right not to.
I miss you.
I know I said I do 90s. There are some exceptions.
And you say stay.
Sultans of Swing is a great song. I don't know if I could pull it off. Let's see. Yeah, I can, Paul. How's it start, John? I don't know. I'm not gonna remember.
They be coming out town in the corner. Around the time you hear the jazz going down.
You see, it's hard. I can't sing that. I can't sing it. It's too much talking, but it's a great song. I like that song. It starts with a 5-minute guitar intro. That's right, Damon. It's a great one, though. I've seen a lot for Willie Nelson, and I do love Willie Nelson. So let's play a Willie Nelson song, Out. How about that?
Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I could have. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I should have. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. And maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times. Maybe I never told you I'm so happy that you're mine. sorry I was blind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. And tell me, baby, tell me that your sweet love hasn't died. And give me one more chance to keep you satisfied. I'll keep you satisfied. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. You are always on my mind.
Thanks, everybody. I have seen your requests for Black Hole Sun. I will note them in my brain and in my mind. And I will think about doing that next time because I love that tune. Hey, thanks, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. How many do we have, John? Oops. Like 250 right now. That's amazing. I'm humbled by that and thankful for all of you guys. Cheers back to you. Thank you back to you. And don't forget, oh, you can get one of these. It's on my website. I forgot to tell you. Bill Wenzel made it for me. I said that at the beginning, but you can actually get it. It's for Ella's Rootless Voicing game on my shop part of my website, and you can actually like print it out and make it a nice little poster yourself, or you can write to Bill and he'll send you one because he sent me two. Bill's amazing. And I'll see you guys next time on Aimee Nolte Music.